All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Weber again. Gonna get a little off topic today on the holiday tips and get a little more personal, if that's okay with you. Uh, Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is something that if your loved one has been in treatment, they're aware of that phrase or that therapy tool. Uh, and basically, what it means is if you change your thinking, your behavior is going to follow that thinking. Very simple, right? Right. When we get caught up in our addiction, we are very self-centered. Our self-centeredness is elevated to heights that is unbelievable, and we're not aware of it because all we know is that whatever pain we're trying to kill, whatever trauma we're trying to bury, requires drugs and alcohol, and then it requires more, and then it requires more to the point where you will do anything you got to do to get it, right? Um, so, what does that have to do with cognitive behavioral therapy? I'll get to that. Just bear with me. Um, this is a special day for me. December 6th, 1976, my mother passed away. I was 18 years old. And when she died, I was angry at the world. There goes that self-centeredness. It's all about me. The truth be told, my mother, this is going to sound horrible, but she needed to die. She, I don't recall a very healthy day in her life, but she was a warm-hearted, loving mother that is beyond. My dad called her an angel. um, and she was my emotional pipeline. She was the only one I believed in this world, and I was well into my addiction, that understood anything about me. There was one night where I had a rough night, and the next morning it was even rougher. And she came up and told me, I understand. I had no idea what she was talking about. And after she died, we found her Bible, and she had AA phone numbers in it. I didn't even know that, right? But in the 70s, they were giving out Valium, kind of like they give out Xanax now. Uh, I think the Rolling Stones sang Mother's Little Helper. And as a matter of fact, that's where I got my first drugs, was out of the medicine cabinet with her Valium script. But anyway, we were very close, and when she died, I got angry, and that just fueled my fire, right? Years later in therapy, I was complaining about my mom dying when I was so young, and guy said, try looking at it this way. Isn't it cool? You had 18 wonderful years on this earth with that amazing woman. And see, when I say that, I can't frown. There goes your cognitive behavioral therapy. I change my thinking, my behavior changes. Uh, so on this day now, instead of being in a bad mood or down or depressed, I smile. I think of the good memories I had with my mother, and that I was blessed to have 18 years with her. Uh, so that's about all I got today. But that is a holiday thing because, that first Christmas, it was so solemn around our house. And, uh, but again, it took me a long time in recovery even to get past the idea that um, that self-centeredness, that's our downfall. I mean, and so when your family comes home and you remembered all the self-centered things they did, they're going to own that. They have to. We all have to. I don't make excuses for anything I did. I had to own, if I was in trouble with the law, I had to own that. If I hurt somebody, I had to own that. My addiction does not excuse anything. We have to pay the price. But if we get into good treatment, if we get into good therapy, and we work ourselves out of that idea that Honest to God, I thought Vietnam was my fault, and I wasn't even old enough to go to the place. But that's how sick we are when we're in our addiction. But I just pray from the bottom of my heart that anyone who has a family member that's struggling with addiction gets the help they need during the holidays, has the reunion that goes very well for all of you that are welcoming home someone, and that life just moves in the direction it should be. So for desperate hearts everywhere, you're always in my prayers. God bless you all. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll get back on a more solid tip for how to deal with the holidays. But have a great day. God loves you, so do I. Peace.